Alright, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to download torrent files and use them once they're downloaded. First you need a client to download the files. There's different clients available. uTorrent, BitComet, BitTornado, Azurus, plenty of different ones. One of the more popular ones is uTorrent, so we'll use that. You want to go to whatever site it is, just Google the site or the torrent client name, download it, install. Uh, we'll go ahead and just use the desktop shortcuts, a little easier. It'll just put an icon on your desktop and it should automatically start down here on the icon. Uh, it'll show an empty status window. There's different active, completed, downloading, inactive. Show different variety of options once you have a torrent active. Once you have the client, you can go for the files. Plenty of different sites to go for those: Mininova, ISO Hunt, Torrent Spy, the Pirate Bay, plenty of sites. We use Torrent Spy, for instance. Uh, Different applications and things you can download. Audio and video files are usually in AVI or MPEG formats, so there's no converting or whatnot unless you're wanting to put it on do a DVD or a CD or whatnot. Usually you can just watch it or listen to it right out of the folder once you have it downloaded. Games are a little bit harder. So we'll use that for an example. There's a lot more questions about that, for what people want to do or how to do it. We'll go for deal or no deal as a game. It's simple. Over here on the right, you'll have how many seeders and downloaders. You always want to stay in the green if there's a green. Always in the orange if there's no green. Over red, of course. Always want the highest one, so we'll go with the top one here. Always read the comments, because even though some of them could have more green, sometimes they'll have comments of the file not working or correctly or whatnot, so always keep an eye on that too. We'll go ahead and download torrent from web. Usually it'll ask what you want to open it with. I use Firefox, so it asks me. If you have used Internet Explorer, usually it'll just save it to your desktop and then open it and then click open with if it doesn't have it on there, and just open it with whatever client you downloaded. I use BitComet also, so we'll open it with that, and it'll open up this little task window. Just click OK. It'll show in here the two back and forth arrow marks means that it's not active. Green arrow means that it's downloading. You'll have your percent, size, download rate, upload rate, and estimated time left. Depending on how fast you're downloading is how long it'll take, of course. Or how many seeders you have is how fast it'll download. Usually it takes a while, even if you have a good connection. 4 gig game or a 700 meg video, it can go anywhere from 2 hours to 10 hours, just kind of depends. So, and your internet connection usually sucks when it's downloading, so it's always good to do it while you're sleeping, or if you're going to be away or something like that, just leave it on. I already have this on my computer, so we'll go ahead and delete this. Exit it out. Once you have it downloaded, you'll open it up and it'll be some RAR files. A bunch of people, usually people ask, what are these? I don't know what to do with these, blah, 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 so on, so on. What you'll do is extract here, just any one of them. It doesn't usually matter. You'll come out with a info icon here, and you'll have a image file. Usually if it's a game, it'll be MDF, ISO, Q and bin. There's various image files. And then once you have that, you'll need an image ROM. And you can use alcohol 120%, or power ISO, daemon tools. We use daemon tools for example. Just Google it, go to the web page, downloads, quickly download it and install. It'll bring up an icon on your desktop. Usually it'll actually activate it once you click finish. It'll be down here. Your emulation, or number of drives. You can set up to 4. Usually you just use 1. And then what you do is you go to the file, open up the file of where the download file is. Just click on the image, click open. It'll bring up as if you as if you inserted the game or whatnot into your CD drive. Don't know why it's not there. Anyway, and then you just install the game as you would normally. If it asks for a CD key, usually in the file, like I said, there'll be a little info. You just open with Notepad. It'll be whoever uploaded it. Have a bunch of information. In this, you'll have install notes. A little hard to understand sometimes. That's why I'm doing this. And then you'll have the serial key in here if you need that. And then also, usually there'll be a crack for the game execute. Um, you'll find it usually in the same folder. It'll be just something as in like this. It'll look like the little launch application. You'll just copy and paste this, copy, and then paste it into the directory over the top of the one that's in there. It'll ask you if you want to overwrite. Just click yes, and then usually you'll be set. A little bit harder games, sometimes you'll need programs like Yasu and that'll hide the emulation and stuff like that. Sometimes you have to do a little reconnaissance trying to figure out how to get it to work. Usually if you check the comments on the torrent site, it'll show that too. And then once you have it, it'll be installed and you'll be all set. Usually not much more to that. Once you get everything downloaded, like I said, audio visual are usually AVI MPEG format, so you can just do it straight out of there, and then you'll be set. All right, thanks for watching.